We move to the next question, that is B. So it requires us to calculate the cycle time. So please bear in mind that cycle time is everything for this analysis, which means by calculating the correct cycle time, it can guarantee you to get correct answers for all other questions. If you make a mistake in calculating the cycle time, then you have a high probability to get wrong answers for other questions. Okay, how to calculate cycle time? There are two ways. One is by using the formula as given in the textbook, as according to the list of formulas given. The second way is to go by the definition. Okay, so the definition for cycle time is also given in the textbook. It is the longest task time. So our priority is to use the formula. Okay, only if necessary, then you can use the definition. So when is it necessary to use the definition to determine the cycle time? It is when the output is not given in the question, or maybe you don't have enough information to use the formula. Then you can just determine cycle time by using the definition. So in this case, let's look at whether the information given is sufficient or enough or not. So let's see the formula first. Okay, the formula for cycle time is available productive time per day divided by maximum daily output. Okay, so the keyword in this equation is productive time. So always take the productive time per day divided by output per day. Okay, top and bottom of the equation must be consistent in a way that if you use per day basis, then everything must be per day basis. Okay, the top part and also the bottom part of the equation. So let's see how many hours are the productive time per day and how many units of the output produced per day. Okay, this is the formula given. Cycle time equals to available productive time per day divided by output per day. Okay, so you are given in the question there are 7 hours productive time per day. Okay, as in the second sentence, the productive time per day is 7 hours. So you take this 7 hours because of the task time given in the question. You see in the table, the task time they are all in minutes. So you have to convert these hours into minutes. So multiply with 60 minutes. If the question gives you in second, then you have to multiply into seconds by multiplying another 60 seconds. Okay, so in this case, we just multiply with 60 minutes. And the output per day as given in the question is 35 units of the output to be completed per day. So 35 units is over here. Then when you calculate, you will get 12 minutes per unit as the cycle time. So what is meant by 12 minutes per unit here is the cycle to produce 1 unit of output takes 12 minutes. So every 12 minutes, 1 unit of output will be produced. So selang 12 minit, 1 unit keluar. Another 12 minutes, another 1 more unit will be produced. So that is the cycle time. Okay, now question C, which requires us to calculate the minimum number of workstation. So what is meant by this question is that in order to perform all the 9 tasks from A until I just now, how many workstations are needed? So nak buat 9 task tadi tu, kita perlukan berapa workstation atas assembly line? Okay, so to calculate the minimum number of workstation, the formula given in your textbook is according to the list of formulas. The PTT or the productive task time divided by the cycle time. So cycle time has been calculated over here. Okay, that's why I said cycle time is everything because it determines other answers. Now, what is productive task time up here? Productive task time is where you add up all the task time from A until I. Campurkan ke semua task time daripada task A yang mula until the end of the task that is I. So when we add up the all task time, we will get 64 minutes. So 64 divided by 12, you will get 5.33 workstations. So in order to perform 9 tasks from A until I, we need to have 5.33 workstations. Okay, look at this answer. We have 0.33. So how to have 0.33 workstations? We can have 5 workstations definitely. Very clear, we can have 5 workstations. How about 0.33 workstations? How long should we create? How big is the workstation to say that it equals to 0.33? Okay, so for this reason, okay, only for this question, there is a special case to be treated for the answer. If you get any answer, there's decimal point. If you get decimal answers, then it must be rounded up, not to be rounded down. In all situations, you have to round up the answers if you get in decimal points. Okay, so that's why I round up here to 6 workstations. Why? 0.33, it is impossible to create 0.33 workstations. We have to create one full workstation. So that's why 5.33 becomes 6 workstations. Okay. If you get, let's say, 5.05 workstations like this, should it be 5 workstations or 6 workstations? So it should be 6 workstations as well. So it should be rounded up as well. Apa saja ada lebihan di belakang ni, it must be rounded up. Rounded up maksudnya naik atas satu lah. 6 workstations. Only for this question, we do not use the rule of mathematics. Okay, it is a special case.